Alright, hello everybody! Welcome back to another one of these Will It Blend streams. I am your host, Alexander Trapp, the founder of It's Trapp Productions, and I am here to make my dreams a reality. And I hope you will all come along with me on this journey and watch as I try and learn Blender 3D and make some fun new animation projects. For once, the THICC stream is working, so I can actually see messages over there if anyone types something. So that's good to see. Like for the last 3 weeks or so, the THICC stream has not worked. Well, on Restream anyway. I've had to, physically click over onto the Twitch stream instead of looking at it through my Restream app, which makes things so much more convenient. And I've missed chats and all sorts of shenanigans has happened. But today, everything seems to be working. So I am live streaming on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and X. So, when we last left off in Blender, I was learning how to do a run cycle animation, making a character, well, run in Blender 3D. So, we will be continuing that lesson. That was part 1 on Monday. Yesterday, I had to take my mom to a specialist doctor's appointment, and when I came back, I was just way too tired to want to continue. So we're going to continue today, and I'll show you where we left off. It's kind of weird how it looks, but I'm sure we'll fix things up. Nick Gamer, welcome, pops in with his usual hello. I hope you're doing all right. I hope you're having a decent day. I'm just checking some stuff, just making sure everything is working. Yep, the YouTube stream is on. Twitch is working. Kick seems to be a little behind. Okay, now it's caught up. Alright, everything looks good, so let me go ahead and take this off of the void screen. I'll bring you right over here to this screen. Oh yes, and I need to start up the music. I think I'll start playing from the Sonic Before the Sequel music this time. No, this one. There we go. I like this music. So, oh yeah, let me show you what's happening here. We'll take it into this perspective. And so this is what we've got. It kind of looks like a run cycle, but there's more that needs to be done. But it's what we got up to so far. We got the pose. We moved all of the controllers on the rig so that things, well, more or less match up with what we see here on this reference picture. Hopefully we can stop the reference picture from moving, because I don't think we really need that anymore. So the whole thing is 24 frames, so essentially it's a 1 second long animation that just keeps looping. I think once it's finally finished, I'll just, I'll extend it out to being maybe 3 to 5 seconds long, just so, the human eye can see what exactly is happening. Alright, well, let us go forth. I will bring up the Udemy tutorial that you all can see, that you can see what I'm learning from is what I'm trying to say. Oh, I got a message. Let's see, notifications. Let's go see all. Yeah, these are all sales and things. Yep, mark all as read. I thought I had some, like, personal message. Oh, wait, I do. Hyperdev. Oh, it says, welcome to the Hyperdev 3D animation course. Take your time learning step by step. Once you are done, you will be very comfortable with creating and using your own animations in your game or 3D movie projects. Review a course Q&A before sending a new message to the instructor. Oh yeah, that was 6 days ago. Okay. Ah, right. I said I was going to show you guys where we are on the tutorials. And I may have bought another tutorial not too long ago. It's kind of an impulse buy, because I was like, oh, that'll be interesting. That'll be good to learn. Alright, so let me show you guys this. I just gotta get rid of my very sus bookmarks. Okay, so let's take this off of screen capture. So now you can see my browser, and so this is where we are over here. We're at the end of section 3. So, well, I'm sorry, section 4, Rigify. So, run cycle part 2. Tomorrow, we'll get into section 5, which says animation principles, and it looks like we're going to get into all kinds of wacky stuff. I'm really looking forward to it. And then part 6 says character animation. And we'll be doing lots more stuff. So I think it said we're about 53% of the way done with this. 54%. There we go. So yeah, we're more than halfway through. Alright, so as I always say, I'm not going to show the tutorial itself because this is content that I paid for. So, you know, I'm not going to show paid content, but, you know, you'll follow along with me as I try to learn from the tutorial. And you'll see the process as it takes shape. So do that, bring back screen capture. I guess I can leave this here. And so, let us begin learning from the tutorial and enjoy the chilled out music. And once again, thank you everyone for joining me on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Alright, so we're going to go to side view. I said side view. There we go. Alright, and then it says look at the reference. Middle down, middle up. Interesting. Oh yeah, gotta go to frame 3. Alright, so we're gonna grab Ugh, this is kind of hard to see, but I guess I gotta just grab this square here, which controls the character's hip movement. And then grab it, G, and then hit the Z key, or Z, Lord Z, and bring it down. Wait, was it that low? Hold on, I gotta rewatch the tutorial. Okay, so it comes down slightly. The way I did it a second ago was just a little too much. So, gotta be more gentle with it. So it's more like that, I think. Yeah, it wasn't that great a difference. Alright, so now we're going to move the foot. I think we're going to bring that down too. Oh, hey Sean. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. I finally passed that level. Hooray! Huzzah! Hashtag it's not Helldivers. Welcome, Miss JZ Kitty. I appreciate you being here. Towels, hey, how you doing? It's good to see you. It says I'm here lurking and watching chat. Thank you. Kitty says volume is way too low. Can't hear the shiz, Captain. Okay, so you want the music to come up? Can't hear. But am I too low, or is the music too low? Okay, my voice is too low. Alright, let me bring the volume up. And the music is way too low, too. Okay, well, you know, I don't want the music to overpower my voice. Just kind of want it to be there. But, you know, it's fine. I'll turn it up. Alright, how's that? More volume on voice. Alright, just a sec. I think the computer might have turned down my volume. No, it's still at 70%. I don't want the volume on my voice to be too high because the microphone is much closer to my mouth. But I'll do it just for you. I'll turn it up to 80% instead of 70. Let's see. Really, I need to push the volume a lot on my headphones. Okay, so how is everything now? Am I loud enough, and is the music at a good volume, or do you want more? Voice is better, music is okay. Okay, that's good. Alright, I will turn the music up just a slight bit more. Low volume streams are boring. Well, this is more of like a, you know, a chill sort of like hangout kind of stream. It's not meant to be, you know, loud and in your face and all of that. Okay. Clearly, you like things rough. And hey, you know, there is a time and place for roughness. And other times, you need a little relaxation. I do deal with it. Alright, what about everyone else who's here listening? Is the volume good, or do you want it lower? I do appreciate, you know, the input. Alright, well, if no one is going to say anything else, we're just going to leave it here, and I will continue onward. Alright, so what was I doing? Oh yes, I was trying to move this foot here. It's a little hard to see the controller because it's lined up along with the length of the foot. But once it's turned blue like that, that means I have control of it. Ass, poop, my booty. Oh, you're gonna shut up now? And no, hey, I appreciate you chatting. I mean, no one else is saying anything, so I don't mind a chatty stream while we're doing stuff. So if you got things to say it. I don't mind. And I'm getting a text on my phone. Oh, that's just saying that my Verizon plan has been renewed. No, you don't appreciate me. I will go to a Mario stream where people appreciate me. Baby, come back! I hope you appreciated that. Oh. Okay, so we're not doing the foot controller. We're kind of coming up along here. Let's see. I think it's this. Yeah, that right there. Okay, and then hit Alt-R. Okay, so that removes the rotation there. And then select this, the foot controller. Okay, so then we're going to move it forward. So it looks a bit more like that. It's not going to match up one-to-one because, you know, this reference image is a bit bigger than the character. And I did it that way because I need to see... I need it to be bigger so I can see what exactly that I'm doing, because this is the first time I'm doing this. It's always a little, it's always a little rough going the first time around, if you know what I mean. Towel says, like the stream, everyone. Yes, you know, if you're watching on YouTube, of course. We're also on X and Kick and Twitch. And I appreciate the combined viewership across all the platforms. I'm so glad that the Kick chat is actually working. And I hope you're all having a good day, too. Okay, where are we? Oh, yeah, the tutorial window is over here. Okay, so then we're also going to hit the rotation key, so the R key. Well, I mean, that's kind of already where it is. Well, I guess I could move it a little bit more. I think... yeah, I think that's fine there. Okay, so do the other foot for ourselves. Sure, I can try that. I feel a little bit more confident in trying to do that. So, the foot controller is here, I believe. So I think we would grab it, yeah, like that. And then this would be oh no, wait, that's rotating the toes. Ooh, nope, no. Where is this? Okay, is that rotated? Let me try hitting Alt-R. Oh, yeah. Okay, actually, let me go back a few steps. Holy smokes. Okay, so let's do that. Hit Alt-R. And then bring this back here. And then hit rotate like that. And then bring that down kind of like that, more or less. Okay, that looks good. Now let's see how the tutorial does it. Yep. Does this have a rotation as well? Oh wait, hold on, I gotta click back on this. Well, actually it does. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that looks even better now. I'm actually getting better at this. Wow. After 25 days of doing Blender, I'm actually, like, sort of anticipating what the instructor does. I mean, I'm still not doing it, like, one-to-one how he's doing it, but I am more or less getting this. I'm like Neo, I can see the code now. Here, let me show you guys. You know, just to sell the joke completely. This is me now. I can see the code. Oh. I understand. I know Kung Fu. I was just reading some stuff about Neo seeing the code. Okay, back to work. We are 2 minutes now into this tutorial, and the instructor has the character looking like this, but unfortunately he's kind of like see-through, so it makes it a bit harder to position everything, and wireframe mode doesn't help. So I keep it on... Now that actually makes it worse with the shadows. So I keep it on this, the viewport shading, because it's just easier to keep track of the character for my eyes. Okay, so now we're going to go to front view. Bring this up slightly. Okay, so the knees are a bit out. Okay, so which controller is he? It looks like he's grabbing the main arrow. I wonder if changing this into this will... I mean, that kind of helps. I guess I'll try it this way. I wish I could change the color of this guy, make him a bit... like, again, he looks see-through, so it would help better if he was more like a solid gray, rather than this almost kind of like halfway going intangible or invisible. I think we're still on frame 3 as well. Okay, so yeah, I think he's grabbing this arrow here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so yeah, we're going to hit the R key and bring that knee in a bit. Alright, and then the same for this too. Alright, now we're going back to side view with the 3 key. Alright, now we're going to frame 6. Alright, so basically he wants me to... I gotta change this back to viewport shading, because I cannot see the character. Might need to wipe my glasses as well. So I'm having a bit of a time seeing all of this. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, so he wants me to try to get the character to match up with what we're seeing here, so we need to move the legs and stuff. I guess we could start with the hip. Kind of move it up. Kind of more or less there. We could try pulling the leg back. It looks like it would need to rotate slightly too. This is going to rotate as well. Like the toe. No, not that part. This part. Yeah, kind of like that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Actually, let's undo that slightly. Just wanted to see something there. Okay, never mind. That didn't work. Nope. Yep, something like that. Okay. Now let's bend this foot here a bit. Then we got to bring it down. I'm not sure about the rest. Okay, I'm going to look at the tutorial and see what it shows. Okay. Yeah, he did that a bit differently than I did, so I'm gonna have to undo the changes that I made with the legs and all that. Okay, so now we're back here. So let me see what he did. I did make some good progress there, but I want to try to copy what the instructor is doing as close as possible. So let's rewind that. At least I got the hip part right. Okay, so the foot roll here has to have its rotation removed. Alright, and then now we're going to grab this. Well, no, I guess we're going to grab the foot like so. Oh, yeah, I guess we're just going to rotate the foot. Bring that down. So it's a bit like that. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so we're going to select this, hit Alt-R, okay. Okay, and then we do use the foot roll here and rotate it so it's like that. Yeah, that was much better than what I did. But hey, you know, you gotta learn stuff. Okay, so what's next? Alright, so then we grab this over here, and then move it basically into position like so. It's not precise, but it doesn't need to be. It'll be very interesting once I try this for myself and doing my own, you know, animation stuff, trying to do my own run cycles, but, you know, I'm getting it. I feel like I'm definitely understanding it. Whereas before, it just felt like, okay, I do this, and then I do this. I feel like I'm really starting to grasp how to do this. Like, I would feel more comfortable, like, doing this on my own, probably after the tutorial is over. It's like, you know, someone teaches you how to drive a car, and, you know, after a while, the instructor's gone, and then it's just you. It's just you and the car and the road. And, you know, we still make mistakes out there, but you more or less know how to do it. And I thought for a long time I would never figure out how to drive a car. But with a lot of help and a lot of patience from my oldest brother, who helped me with that, I was able to pass my driver's test and get my license, and I've been driving since 2014, so 11 years. Ah, yes, and thank you everyone who is sharing the stream out on social media. I appreciate that. Ooh, excuse me, burping up my coffee. So we are 3 minutes now into this 9-minute tutorial. Let's see. Okay, so he wants to bring the foot forward slightly. Alright, now we're going to go back to front view with the 1 key. Alright, so we're going to bring the arms in. So I guess that would be, you know, just kind of grab them like that. Yeah. Whoops. There we go. Oh, he did it with a rotation, not a grab. I gotta remember, everything is all rotations. There we go. That makes more sense. Nope, not that one. That one. Yeah, something like that. That looks good. Alright, so basically he's saying that as the animation goes, we don't need to put extra keyframes into the arms too much. But you see how, you know, it's looking good. You know, obviously the arms are going to pump up a bit more. Actually, they're kind of doing that on their own. Yeah, this is looking, you know, very smooth, and then after we go to frame 12, it kind of looks a little weird again. So yeah, this is coming along. Okay, so I think we're still on frame 6. Okay, so I don't want to screw things up. All right, so now we're going back to side view, frame 3. Alright, and now we're going to frame 9. Ah, okay, yeah. So it looks like we're gonna come up. Yeah, like the legs are gonna come up, feet are gonna come up. Ah, interesting. Okay, so yeah, we really are going to move the character up. So, looks like he selected this, and then shift selected this, and then G and Z, and move... What? No? Okay, that... Oh, the hip bone needed to be selected too. Okay, let's try that. G and then Z. There we go. Yeah, more or less there. That's a big spring off the ground. Alright, so then we're gonna undo the rotations on the foot roll there. Alt-R. And then do the same over here. No, that one. Alt-R. Okay, so that becomes straighter out. Alright. Select the inverse kinematic controls, rotate the foot so it comes up like that. And then, well, I mean, that's basically already there. So I don't think I need to adjust that too much more. Alright, and then with this one, I think we're gonna rotate the foot. Yeah. Yep. And then kind of bring it out slightly. Whoop. Looks like we got a new follow. Jonas McGee. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. I really appreciate that. Welcome. My name is Alexander Trapp, and I am trying to learn Blender 3D. So that's the whole goal of the stream. Greets from Norway, mighty powerful Norway. Well, thank you. I appreciate viewers wherever you are. I appreciate. I'm just curious how you spell that. My name? Like this. That is how my name is spelled. You've seen the end game of Blender? The What do you mean the end game of Blender? I don't quite understand. You're saying I am the master of Blender? Not quite. I am still very much learning. I'm learning from a tutorial that I bought from the website Udemy. Yeah, I'll show you. This is the tutorial that I'm learning from, so this is the second part of a lesson on a run cycle animation. So that's what I'm learning from, and I still have a lot more to learn. I can link a guy. One guy made an animation. Took him 7 years to make it. Yep. That's how it is with just about any long-form animation project, whether you're using stop motion or puppeteering, anything of that sort. You know, it always takes, it takes a while. What's the name of his channel where he posts his stuff? He be the chosen one. Okay, well, what's the name of his channel? I don't mind watching other people's stuff. In fact, there's still a lot of Blender videos I need to catch up on. Delted? Okay. Are they on YouTube? Because they hired him. Oh, deleted. He deleted his channel. Who hired him? Was it like a major, like, animation company? Oh yeah, the arm. I still need to move the arm a little bit. Okay, so we grabbed this controller here and rotated it upward. Yeah, that looks good. He worked on an Amazon episode, Secret Level. Oh yeah, I'm aware of the series. I haven't watched the episodes yet, but do you remember which episode it was that this person worked on? I think the knee needs to come up a little bit. Probably have to do that in front view though. So let's come to front view is the 1 key. There we go. Look up Astartes 8K Remastered. He made that alone. Oh, okay, so that's the Warhammer 40K episode. Yeah, sure. I'll look that up. I'm not going to watch it right now, because, you know, I'm still trying to do this lesson, but yeah, I'll look it up. Alright. Yeah, looks like it's on the official Warhammer channel. And it looks like this guy's name is... Let's see, original Astartes YouTube channel. Digital Bones, apparently, is the artist's name. A rebranding of the Astartes channel has now been used to share both original and professional works. Keep an eye out for upcoming animation from me and my Digital Bones brand. If you would like to support Digital Bones' development of its own original IP projects, please consider the Patreon link below. Yep, every artist has a Patreon. I prefer to use Ko-Fi or Coffee. But yeah, I'll leave that there, and I will come back to watch that later. It's an 8K quality. I tried 8K, but it crashed my PC. Yeah, my monitor can't... it doesn't reach that resolution. It barely reaches above, like, 720p. I need to replace it. My television only goes up to 1080p. Alright, I have to take a break to go see to my mom, so I'll be back in about 15 minutes, and then we'll continue onward. I got a 3080. Yeah, I have that too. I just need a better monitor. But I'm saving up for a car right now, as you can see at the top of the screen. So, you know, it's gonna be a while before I can buy a new monitor. I might put it on my Throne wish list, and if people want to contribute to that, then that's what I'll do. But for now, what car? A Toyota RAV4, a SUV. I'm saving up for that to transport my mother's power wheelchair because she's disabled. And right now we can only use her manual wheelchair to get her to her doctor's appointments. So, I'm my mother's caregiver. That's my job. That's what I get paid for. That pays the bills. It's a infinite car? I don't understand what you mean. But anyways, like I said, I'll be back in 15 minutes, so... That car holds for 4... Oh, you mean it lasts for 40 years. I suppose. Anyways, be back soon, stick around, and enjoy the music. Alright everyone, I am back. Thank you for your patience. There we go. That is the correct screen. Go back to screen capture. Had to do a couple of extra things, like laundry for my mom, and take out some trash. But otherwise, we are back in action, and let's see, how far are we into the tutorial? We're about halfway through it. We're 5 minutes into this 9-minute and 50-second tutorial. I need to send a message real quick before we continue. Okay, message sent. And once again, thank you everyone who is watching on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and X. It is all very, very much appreciated. All right, and we'll go ahead and continue on. Ah, looks like the Sonic music is pretty much done. Let's see, where is it? Yeah. Yep, this is the end of that music, and then we'll move on to the chill hop music. Okay, so let me rewind slightly and see what it is that we're doing. Okay, so we're going to rotate the knee. I need to, let's see, I think you clicked this arrow. No, not that. Yes, this. Alright, and then we're going to rotate it like that. That, more or less. Yeah. That looks good. Alright, what next? Okay, so we're basically going to turn off the overlay for now. Actually, let me see how he did that real quick. Did he just click the arrow? Oh, the overlay's up here. Show overlays. Okay, well, that makes a lot more sense than turning off the rig. The more you know. Oh, whoops. Go back to music, please. There we go. Alright, we're gonna go here and start the chill hop. Okay, so we're gonna come around to the side like this. I guess he has it kind of like that, sort of like a 3/4 turn, and then change the end frame to frame 12. Alright, and then we're going to play the animation just to see how it looks. Well, it looks alright. It kind of just looks like he's sort of bouncing up and down. Then go to side view. Yeah, from side view, it actually looks pretty good. But when you change the perspective, it looks a little wonky. But yeah, it looks good from, like, the left side and the right side. So there's still more to do. Still have a few more minutes left of the tutorial. But yeah, this isn't going to be a very long stream. Oh, I didn't realize my my VTuber was on angry. Sorry about that. I gotta always make sure to click. Every time I hit the number pad to change the camera view on Blender, the number pad is also connected to my VTuber's emotions. So if I press the wrong one and I don't remember to check, things can get a little wonky. little crazy. Alright, what's next? Alright, so we're going to change the end frame back to 24. Alright, so we're going to bring the overlays back. Yeah, this music's nice. It's called Backup Dancer. And again, the music you're listening to is from Chill Hop. And again, I pressed the wrong number on the keypad, making my VTuber laugh. It's hard to check all of these things. I don't know. Maybe I might go back to just being on the webcam. What do you guys think? Should I return to the webcam? Oh, actually, let me listen to what the instructor is saying here. Okay, so we're going to go to frame 3, and we're going to copy flip that, and I guess we're going to probably end up copying and pasting the animation so that the other side is doing its thing. Okay.
Now, one thing I often forget to do is I select my keyframe and copy it and flip it here, but I forget to select all the bones. So make sure you press A to select.
Okay, so we're going to copy basically everything from frame 3, and we're going to bring it over to frame 15. So let me do that. Okay, so here we are. We want to make sure all of the bones are selected. So we're going to hit that and hit the A key, which selects everything. I hope I'm explaining this right, because I'm kind of a little confused how the instructor explained this, but essentially it's copying and pasting the previous movement that we just did, and then we're going to flip it around so it looks more like a complete run cycle. Yeah, we're coming down to the end here. We're 6 minutes into this 9-minute tutorial. And of course I'm getting a text. What is it? Yeah, I already saw that. I don't see any new updates. I don't know what my phone was chiming about. Okay, so I'm gonna go here, copy that, Control C, and then we're on frame 15, and then Control. You say what? Control Shift V? Hold on, let me rewind that. Okay, Control Shift V. Okay, yep. Good thing I heard that correctly. Control Shift V. There we go. Alright, then we go to frame 6. Control C, and then where are we going to put that? Frame 18. Yep. Alright, and Control Shift V. Oh, whoops, not on the window. Control Shift V. Oh, come on. I know we copied it. Control Shift V. There we go. I guess hitting the Shift flips the animation around.
Again, sit jump in position. And then lastly, frame 9.
Alright, and then frame 9. Control C. Alright, and then frame 21. Control Shift V. And there it is. Alright, and now we press play and we see what we've done. That looks beautiful. It definitely looks like a complete run cycle animation. Never thought I'd be able to do it, but I did it. Of course, I followed the tutorial. It looks like there's still yeah, it looks good from front view, too. I think Tom Cruise would be proud. Alright, let's see what else the tutorial has to say. It's probably like some cleanup stuff.
Making slight edits to frames.
Yeah. Ah, 16 frames. I think we're gonna have to hit the other editor. I think it's called the dope sheet. I forgot how to do that though, because it's been a while since I've used it. Oh, okay, so we're gonna go to the end frame at 24 and then put it to 16. hold on a second. Let's see how he did that. I'm still going to try to extend this out once we're finished and render it so that it's, it lasts like 5 seconds instead of like less than a second. Just so I can, you know, have it render and be a video, and then I'll put a compilation video together of, like, Blender renders, you know, week 3. And just seeing how I've come along with all of this. Okay, so we're going here to 16. Okay, so everything needs to be... Oh yeah, I need to turn the overlays back on, so that's this. Everything's still selected. And then go to frame 0. Oh, okay. Okay, and then we hit S to scale. Oh, all of the frames need to be selected. I am a silly ninny. Okay, let's see if I can do this and then maybe hit A. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Now we hit scale. Yeah, there we go. And bring that to frame 16. Okay. I'm a genius! I remembered how to do stuff! Woo! Alright, and then we can turn off the overlays and then press play and... Yep, now it's a little faster. That is a man who is running over to his girlfriend's place because she said she's got the place to herself. I did enjoy the process, instructor. Yes, I'm going to save this, and what I'm going to do is I'm gonna change the end frame. Let's see, so 24, 48, 72 would be 3 seconds. And 96 is 4 seconds. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to change this to 96 seconds, and then I'm going to try to copy and paste everything and have it, you know, play out for that amount of time. But I will do that... Well, no, we could do it on stream, you know, we're here, so no sense in, not doing that. Hi Riot, how you doing? Well, I just finished doing the run cycle animation, so check this out. This is what it looks like. So my plan is to render this out. Oh, sorry, I'm still on I'm still on the sus emote. So my plan is to render this out into a video that lasts about 4 seconds, and put it into a compilation of the things that I've done, and yeah, have that be my next Blender video that will be on this channel. It's Trapp Productions. How's your day going? Nice strut indeed. This guy is running over to his girlfriend's place because she's got the place all to herself. I'll go ahead and pause it. Okay, so I will save a incremental version of this. So this will be number 6. Now I want to try. Let's see. Let's do a quick calculation here. 9 times 24 is... No, not 9 seconds. That would be 216 frames. It'd be like 5 times 24. 120? Yeah, maybe 3 seconds might be better. $72. Yeah, that's a bit more manageable. Right, it says, I'm doing good. Got quite a few days off this week because of Memorial Day, so I'm enjoying it. Have to go back tomorrow and Friday, and then I get another 3 days off. All right. Well, yeah, that's the work schedule that you said you were going to have once you got past the probation period. So there you go. You know, you got your long work days and then your long off days. Will you be doing the Riot Kitty Cafe in the not too distant future? Okay, so let's do this. Let me put the end frame to 72. We're gonna zoom out a bit. I'm gonna copy all of this. So let's see, that goes to 16 frames. So I guess the next, that would be like frame 32. All right, let's see what happens if I hit Control V. Oh no, wait, that's not how you do it. It's Shift Duplicate or Shift Duplicate. So oh, hold on. There we go. That's how you do it. And then we would drag those. Okay, so that actually goes to frame 35. A little bit. Let's see how that looks. Actually, that looks pretty good. Right, it says, oh yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be the 14th of June. I also have some very exciting news. I have an apartment! I'll be moving out in like 6 weeks. Oh, right, that is so great to hear. Oh, you've been wanting your own place for so long. You know, congratulations on that. I am so happy for you. I hope you'll be able to get some, you know, furniture for it, you know, and just make it a nice... Make it your own space. That's really cool to hear. You know what? I gotta give you some GGs in the chat. Why is my VTuber angry? Must have pressed the wrong thing. Or, I think... No, that was from earlier. No, okay, yeah, that was just now. Okay. Let me give you some GGs in the chat. There we go. On the YouTube chat, all the GGs. There we go. And then we'll do the same on the Twitch chat too, because I don't want to leave anybody out. Here we go. Here's my GGs. There we go. All the GGs there. How come the emote wall's not working? Yeah, the emote wall was supposed to be right there. I guess I gotta refresh that. Oh, can I do that? No, I don't want to mess anything up in the stream. And we'll do some GGs on THICC as well for anyone who's watching. I can't do GGs for the X chat. Oh, you saw the GGs? Oh, okay, it must have happened really fast because I did not see them at all. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So yeah, right. I'm so happy and proud. It's like seeing your little sister, you know, advance in life. So all you can do is feel a sense of pride and joy. Okay, so let's move, let's see, we have the playhead at... there. Alright, so we're trying to duplicate the frames again. Let's see. And once I get my own place, I'll probably stream the cafe twice a month because I have 2 Saturdays off per month. That'll be great. I'll try to wake up as early as I can for that. And since you'd have the day off, maybe you could have like, you know, like a voice chat going with that. You know, have some people on, like maybe via StreamYard or something. Or retaliation and vengeance? Why, Sean? Why the vengeance? Riot says, yeah, could play games or whatever. That would be cool. Alright, let's hit Shift Duplicate again with the frames. Bring those there. And we'll try one more time. Shift Duplicate. Oh wait, I hit Control. Shift Duplicate. And bring that over here. Alright, so that comes up to here. So, frame 70. So that's not bad. That's almost 3 seconds. So let's see, we'll do 71. Yeah, it kind of stutters a bit, but that's fine. That's good enough for a render at least. Sean is out for blood! He's like, blood for the blood god! Alright, where's the camera? Oh, camera! Where are you? I guess I have to turn the overlays back on. Oh, there's the camera. Okay, cool. Alright, so we're gonna get rid of the reference. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of this. Well, we'll just turn it off, so we'll make it invisible. There we go. Sean says, I just finished playing D&D Dark Alliance, so maybe a little bit. Alright, you gotta calm down, man. You gotta chill. You gotta chill for a little bit. We're amongst friends. And friends must not be smoten. You know, unless they betray you or whatever, then, you know, feel free to smite. Riot says, my mom has a couch and such for me, and I have a bed I can take, but I would like to get my own fancy large desk with shelves once I move in. until Saturday. Yeah, we are doing D&D on Saturday. I forgot. I got to work on my character's background before that happens, because I need to give Zach more information. But yeah, that sounds great, right? I hope you can do that. You know, it takes time, of course, to get stuff like that. I certainly need a bigger desk for my setup. Everything's like super cramped. But I also don't really have a whole lot of room for that either. So, I don't know. Oh yeah, we're in pose mode. I'm like, why can't I select the camera? We've got to go back to object mode. Go here. Go view. Lock camera to viewport. Oh, the camera's, I forgot to turn off the record button. So let's see, where's that going to put the camera? Well, I guess that's not really going to do much. I want the camera to be here. And maybe, like, push in slightly. So, like, maybe from here to frame 10, we could push in a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. It doesn't need to be super complicated. I might put a spotlight on here. Let's see, are there any lights? There is a light. Let's come off of the camera. There's the light. Let's see how that looks. Let's bring that around. Whoa, not like that. I guess I gotta grab and then rotate. Alright, now let's see what that looks like. Let's increase the power. That's not really doing as much as I thought. Let's try 5,000. There we go. Right, it says, it's been a while since I played a role-playing game. Sadly, no campaigns I've done have finished, but there are some highlights that stick out in my mind. Maybe one day we could have you on in our D&D campaign, Riot. You know, it's just kind of like a character who just kind of like cameos, just comes in and out for a session, and yeah, just do that. Maybe we can talk to Zach about that and see what's what. It'd be nice to have you on. Alright, and it looks like we are definitely playing Battlefront 2 tomorrow night. So, I will do another Blender stream tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow night, we'll be playing Battlefront 2. And then Friday, I'll do another Blender stream. And that'll be it for stream. Well, no, because then Saturday I'm doing a stream with Danny. And then it'll be D&D. Like, I remember when I was a teen, I think my friends and I were playing D&D, and my character was becoming an anime protagonist, because I rolled a nat 20, and the result was a powerful witch was at my call. That's awesome. I had my own kind of nat 20 moment during our last session where my character had to make a giant leap across a cavern and come down and smash his warhammer on this enemy goblin. And it was so crazy. I think I got like a combined like 24 on the roll, and I also had to roll a athletics check as well, just to make sure that my character landed okay and like didn't break his ankles. I mostly did it. I think I took like 2 damage for my hit points, but it worked out. That was a cool moment. And I even said to our dungeon master, Zach, like, the song I have in my head is, "There goes my hero, watch him as he goes." So, that was fun. Riot says, any other result would have resulted in me being cursed, the party entering into combat, or the entire party being cursed. Yeah, it's just one of those moments where you just get super lucky and it's extremely memorable. But I think this looks good. Let's see. So let's see how that looks. Nat 20 on Persuasion does that. Nice. Oh yeah, I gotta go to pose mode if I want to select the character. Whoa, what happened there? Uh-oh. Let me undo that. Holy smokes. That would have been bad. Oh yeah, let's turn off the controller here. Go back here. Turn the overlays back on. There we go. And I guess we can do a render. So I think that's Shift F12. Oh no, that took us to something else entirely. That took us to the dope sheet. Whoops. Oh man, did I screw up the hair? I hope not. Right, says, I remember on a different campaign, someone else got super lucky. So the character was an undead skeleton cowboy, and he was trapped in this weird space, between space, with a sword of undead killing. Okay. How do I get back to... Let's see, do I hit Shift F12 again? No. Okay, so that takes us there. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Well, we'll go to a different screen. Oh, actually, I need to go to the render settings now that I think about it. Okay, so that's Goo Engine. We can turn on ambient occlusion. And let's see, render settings. There we go. Okay, so I want a MPEG video. Encoding will be MP4. And the save will go to my Blender file. Accept. Okay, so that's that. I think it's Control F12? Well, that's just for the camera animation. Shut up, Norton. Alright, at least that's there. And then that still works. Oh, reset. Oh, wait, no. Reset to default value? Reset this value to default value. There we go. Whew! Ah, good. Dom is streaming, so that's great. So we'll go and raid him. He's going to be playing more Clair Obscure. So we'll raid him in a moment. Why is it not showing the character animation here? Everything's there. Everything looks fine. Even his hair is there, so that's good. Is it Alt F12? Alright, let me read what you're saying, right? And then I'll try to figure out how to get the render going again. Okay, so... Right, we'll have to play with this sometime. Yeah, that would be great. Okay, let me go backwards. Thundertrap is the only son of King Claudius and Queen Leona. Initially, he was a child of 13 when his world was destroyed, but aged to adulthood during the journey to a strange realm. No, I have something different in mind for my character. Okay. And she rolled an nat 20, so an undead skeleton cowboy now had a sword of undead killing that decided to not kill him because the object... Hold on. Things moved. Oh, wait. Hold on. Where are we? I'm sorry, guys. Things are moving around in chat. Let me dismiss that. There we go. 20 on persuasion. Okay, sort of. Oh, the rest of the party, including my character, were being bombarded with hordes of undead shadow creatures, basically, and in response, the skeleton's player decided to roll for pulling the sword out of... Okay, and she rolled a nat 20, so an undead skeleton cowboy now had... Okay, I read that. The sword decided to not kill him because the object did not consider him a threat, thus saving the party from the space and the undead shadow creatures that occupied it. Any other result would have resulted in the skeleton being fried by the sword of undead killing. That's Thundercats. Yeah, I thought that sounded familiar, but yeah. My character is not an 80s cartoon hero, though he certainly tries to pretend to be, but he'll have a more, tragic past. Okay, Control F12. That's what I thought it was. There we go. Now we got this. Why is his hair missing? Well, I guess he's a bald guy running. I might have to fix that. But I'll probably fix it later. Alright, let me stop the music for a second and find the render file and see what this looks like. Wait, that's not the file. That's some other stuff. Very sus things, is what I'll say. Where's my Blender folder? Here it is. Okay. Ah, here it is. Alright, what do we got? Yeah, I mean, it looks good, but I need to change the camera movement. I don't know why it's... And of course I'm getting a call right now, too. So, be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back for now, but I'm gonna have to start wrapping stuff up because I'm pretty sure my mom is gonna need my attention for this phone call. This kind of involves our medical insurance, so yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and end it there, and I'll fix the render at another time and do my compilation video and all that good stuff. Let me see if I can finish reading what Riot is saying. That Pathfinder campaign was very funny at times. My character, a poppet, living stuffed doll basically, was an alcoholic. How does a doll drink alcohol? And another character, using the blessing from his god, got the poppet so drunk she accidentally ascended to the realm of the gods. So you have a very confused little stuffed doll surrounded by giant gods who are equally as confused as to why she's there. That's a lot of confusion. Yeah, I'm sorry. I would like to have ended things a little bit more, properly, but duty calls as a caregiver. It's a 24-hour-a-day job, so I just have to work around it. That's just how it is. All right, well, thank you everyone who came by to watch. She absorbed booze through her stuff. Okay, I guess. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow morning to do more Blender stuff. We ain't stopping here. We go on. And then tomorrow night will be Battlefront 2. Friday, I'll do another Blender stream. Yeah, I'm probably only just going to do one stream on Friday because Saturday's going to be busy, so I need to give myself a little bit of a break. Or maybe I'll just take a break from Blender for a few days and just do like some gaming streams on Friday. Yeah, we'll figure stuff out. I know it's ridiculous. It is, but hey, it sounded fun. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and raid Geekdom. He's not on YouTube, so if you want to come by and see his stream, right, you'll have to come over to Twitch. You know, I'll put the link in chat as well. I think he remembered Geekdom's, the link to his channel. There it is. That should show up. And if you're not on social media where I am, well, just look out for when the stream starts, I guess. Alright, let's go ahead and start the raid. So once again, thank you everyone for watching. Geekdom78. And we'll be back tomorrow with more Blender and more... and Star Wars Battlefront. So, as I usually say, may the THICC be with you all, but since we're also on It's a Trap Productions, I have a new sign-off, and that is, let's make our dreams a reality. See you later!